What's up, guys? It's Pieces of Mind, or Josh, if that's what you want to call me. It's my real-life name. But, today, as you notice, this is definitely not Call of Duty. This is, Pokemon Online. It's a, Pokemon battle simulator. And, before you go saying, like, Josh, it's this Pokemon, come on, man, you're not 7. Pokemon's fun, alright? I've been playing Pokemon for... Well, I started playing when I was little, of course, and then, a couple weeks ago I picked it back up again. Because I've been watching Blame Truth's playthroughs and stuff, and it's really fun, really fun. It's actually even more fun than it was when I was a kid, because, you know, when you're a kid, like, I guess the Pokemon are cool, and that's what attracts you to it at first, but when you go back to it, you realize there's a lot of strategy involved in Pokemon. And, what's cool about this battle simulator is that you, connect to servers, and you play against people online. It's cool. It's all fun, and, but you can customize your Pokemon completely. Like, if you look over here, you can choose from any of the Pokemon 1st through 5th generation, which is really cool. And you can get any. But here, I'll explain this to you guys first. You can fully customize your Pokemon, but you can only do things that you could normally do in the game, if that makes sense. Like, you can't be teaching moves to Pokemon who, you know, wouldn't normally be able to learn that move or whatever. And so, like, for example, I got Lugia up here. I couldn't teach Lugia like some kind of move it wouldn't be able to learn in the game. These are only things that you can do in the game. You can only do the amount of stat boosting is within the game's parameters, and you can choose its nature, things like that, and you can make it shiny like I did, where it's pink instead of like blue or whatever. But alright, I'll go ahead and describe my Pokemon party here, because I might be making some... Thought this would be a good introduction video, because I think I might start making some battle videos of me playing. So, alright, so of course, first Pokemon here is Lugia. Its type is Psychic and Flying. I gave this one mostly a attack and special attack boost, so this is more of an attacking Pokemon, but it does have decently high defense, and I gave it some hit points. The speed is probably not one of its better points, but this is mostly an attacking Pokemon. That's why I keep it as my lead-off Pokemon. I'm not trying to get some super endurance out of it, but it's just a good attacking Pokemon at the gate. I guess that's all I can say. It's good all around, because as you can see here, I have Psycho Boost, which is a psychic move, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I'll try and show you the descriptions on here. Psycho Boost, it's a really powerful psychic move. It's got 5 uses and 140 power, which is really good, 90% accuracy, and description: if this attack is successful, decreases user's special attack by 2 stages. So it does have kind of a big negative effect against your guy, but like I said, if you're trying to like if he has low hit points, or maybe there's a big target in front of you and you don't think any of your other Pokemon will be able to take him out, it's a good move to kind of try and take him out in 1 hit, or maybe 2. Over here I got Psychic as my second move, and of course Psychic is a Psychic type move. The description: it may decrease opponent's special defense by 1 stage. That's not really important, and you don't really get it that often, but it's good to have on the side. But I mainly use it because it's got decent power. It's got 10 uses, and it's got 100% accuracy, most importantly, and that's my main Psychic attack for Lugia. Then if you'll look, my third move is Sky Attack. Sky Attack, I felt like I should have a flying move for him, for Lugia, because my other flying Pokemon don't really have flying type moves. I don't have many flying type moves on my Pokemon, rather. So I thought Sky Attack on Lugia would be a pretty good addition, because I didn't really have any other moves I really wanted to teach Lugia. And it's a 2-turn attack. It's got 5 uses. It's kind of like a powered up version of Fly, and it may cause the opponent to flinch. And 90% accuracy isn't bad, so it's a pretty good move. It's a pretty good move. And last but not least, we have Earthquake on the end here. Earthquake is just a really good ground type move, and ground types are really good against a lot of things like electricity, fire, and overall it's just a pretty good move. Anyway, the only downside really is that it can't hit Pokemon with Levitate ability, which just basically means Pokemon that are flying or levitating. So yeah, it's got 10 uses, 100 power, and 100% accuracy, and it's doubled if the opponent is using Dig. And also, if you're doing a double battle, it attacks both the other enemy Pokemon, so that's pretty cool too. And if you look here, we got my Dragonite. Of course, it's shiny too. It's got the green and purple motif, which is pretty cool. And it's Dragon Flying type. I taught it Earthquake too because I thought I should have 2 Pokemon with Earthquake in case one went down, and Earthquake's a really good move to have. If you look over here, I got Thunder, which I have 2 Pokemon with Thunder. My Gengar has Thunder too, and the Dragonite has Thunder. Thunder is just a really good electric move, and seeing how I don't have an electric Pokemon, I thought I should have electric to kind of balance it out in case I saw maybe water or steel types. And it's got 70% accuracy, so it misses a lot, but it's also got a lot of power and decent usage. Dragon Rush is just a basic dragon move. It doesn't do a whole lot besides it's a decent move. I think it's got like 90 or 100 power. So if you'll look, Dragon Rush, yeah, 100 power, 75% accuracy, 10 uses. So that's decent, and it's a good dragon type move to have in case I encounter some kind of like another dragon or other Pokemon that dragon type would be good against, or just if I need an attack to get me out of a pickle. Here's my fire move, Flamethrower. Of course, that's kind of self-explanatory. Don't think it has any kind of special effect. It may burn, 10% chance, so it's pretty powerful, pretty good uses, and it's 100% accurate. So that's if it's not modified, of course. And next we got my Infernape. By the way, I have leftovers as all the items, and all leftovers do is it has a chance of replenishing 1/16 of your health. So here you'll see I got my Infernape, which has a fire and fighting type. And by the way, I gave my Dragonite a massive attack and defense boost because it doesn't have very many special type attacks, and I gave it decent speed so it could get a first hit off because it doesn't have very good special defense. Of course, the Infernape has basically no special attack or special defense. I pretty much maxed it out with speed, defense, and attack, and hit points. But its main thing is speed. So I kind of throw them out there when I know I need to get a quick hit in, and maybe it'll be like a grass type or something like that I'm going up against, and I can get a quick feint on the opponent. But I gave it a timid nature, so it's got a speed boost and a kind of an attack reduction, but I made up for it with the stat boost on the attack. And if you look down here, we got a Flamethrower, which of course I just explained. It's just a good fire attack. And Giga Impact, which I'm pretty sure is a normal type attack. By the way, guys, sorry for the bad mic and kind of the low energy. It's really late. It's 3 a.m. and I'm out of town, so I've got to use my Turtle Beach headset as a mic. But kind of wanted to get this video out to you guys because I'm gonna be making some videos of me battling on Pokemon online. So Giga Impact, as you can see, 150 damage. So it's just a really powerful move. It's a normal type, and it's one of those moves where you have to recover though. So I only use that if I really need the power, and Flamethrower and Thunder Punch and Focus Blast really aren't working. Next we got Thunder Punch, which is of course an electric type move, and I just kind of gave it to it so it'd have a little bit of versatility. It's got decent power, I guess, and it has a chance to paralyze. It's got 100% accuracy and 15 uses. And Focus Blast. Seeing how it's a fighting type, I didn't want to not give it a fighting type move because I didn't want it to have the negative effects of a fighting type and not the positive. So I gave it Focus Blast, which is a really strong move. It's got kind of a chance to miss, and it has few uses, but it's still a really strong fighting move. And it has a chance to decrease the opponent's special defense by 1 stage, which is really cool if it doesn't kill. Next we got Suicune. I gave Suicune a lot of speed because that's kind of something it was lacking in. And Suicune's got pretty much some pretty good base stats anyway, so I kind of made this one a special defense and a defense type Pokemon so that I could kind of keep him in there if I needed to use him for a long term type of thing. I find he has a lot of good uses because because of the moves that I have equipped to him. But Surf is just a really good powerful water move. It's got like 95 damage and it's got a lot of uses, so I'm using Surf. And next we got Shadow Ball. I gave it Shadow Ball so that it can compete with Ghosts and Psychic type Pokemon, and it's got really high defense, so the Psychic types don't do a whole lot to it, so that's kind of why I tacked on the Shadow Ball. I use it a decent amount, but it's definitely not my most trafficked move on this Pokemon. By the way, all my Pokemon are shiny, I think, so there you go. Blizzard's next. It's a really strong ice move, and I don't have many ice moves on my Pokemon, so it's nice to have on him, and It's just a really strong ice move. It does 120 power with 5 uses, and it's kind of got bad accuracy, 70, but still, it's overall it's a pretty good move. And I think it has some kind of effect. Yeah, it could freeze the opponent during hail attack hits without fail, so that's pretty cool. I still have yet to freeze anybody with it though, so I don't know if that's all true, but you can only go off what the game says, I guess. And the next move I have is Substitute. Basically, Substitute takes some of your health points and makes a basically a scapegoat, so the enemy's attacks will hit the Substitute instead of you, and you can attack while your Substitute is up, so that's really cool. It's nice to have, but it's kind of gay when other people spam it, or like, I guess even I don't really spam it, but when other people spam it, it's kind of gay and gets on my nerves, but what can I say, it's a pretty good move. And we'll move on to my next Pokemon, which is Virizion, and this is a grass and fighting type. I gave it a really big defense boost, regular defense boost, and I guess I gave it a lot of attack and special defense, because I kind of want this one to be like a, yeah, it's kind of like a annoying type of Pokemon, I guess, because I gave it Solar Beam, which is just a good grass move, and it takes a turn to heat up and everything, but it's still pretty good. Sacred Sword, I think, is a fighting type move. I just gave it to it because it's fighting type, and like I said, I don't want to have the negative effects of a fighting type without at least having one fighting type move, so there you go. 20 uses, 90 hit, or 90 power. And the stat changes don't affect the move, so that's really cool. So it's got 100% accuracy as long as you're not in the semi-invulnerable stages of Surf or Dive or Fly or Dig or whatever. So, or not Surf, but you know what I mean. Giga Drain is next. It basically is a good grass move that drains some of the enemy's hit points and gives you half of whatever it drains. So it's a good way to get some health back on this Pokemon, and that's why I have its defense high, so it can stay in for long periods of time when I need it to. And I gave it X Scissor because that's a bug move. I don't really have any bugs, so it's good to have a bug move. You know, it's just good to have a bug move because it's effective against a couple of different types of Pokemon. So yeah, and last but not least, we have my Gengar, which is a Ghost and Poison type, of course. I gave it kind of a speed boost, which is weird for Ghosts because Ghosts usually don't have high speed, but I kind of wanted this one to have high speed because it doesn't have very many hit points and the defense is kind of bad on it. I wanted it to be able to get a first hit in, so I gave it major attack and special attack. So it's a really, it's more of a one hit and quit type of Pokemon, I guess, if you want to put it that way, because it's got a high speed and really high attack, but it doesn't have very high defense or hit points. So and I gave it Shadow Ball, of course, because it's pretty much the best Ghost power move out there. Sludge Bomb, because I wanted to make use of its poison ability, and Sludge Bomb is just a really good poison attack that has a chance to poison. I gave it Thunder to give it some versatility. Like I said, I don't have any Thunder or Electric Pokemon, so having Electric types on other types is pretty good if they throw out like a Water or Steel or something. And last but not least, we got Fire Punch. And, same applies here as it did for Thunder, just for versatility and to give it kind of an extra attack that has in case some of its other attacks aren't working. So there you go, guys. That's my Pokemon team that I'm going to be using for most of my videos probably. Expect a few videos out within maybe the next week or two. And if you guys really like this, I'll keep it up, and just like, comment, subscribe, and let me know, because this is really fun. It seems like something I could have. Sorry, I think I just hit my mic, but it seems like something I could have a lot of fun doing, and if it hits the right audience, I think you guys have a nice time watching too. So, Species of Mind or Josh, signing out for the Lethal Theory Studios, and have a nice day, guys.